Hello, Professor De Fiore. I'm Haig Gholian again from Physical Science 2 class, and this is the second video that I'll be making, and this video will be on the subject of cloning. And in tonight's presentation, I will be discussing both the pros and the cons behind the subject of cloning. First, to begin with the pros behind cloning, we must first off discuss animal testing. Now, when we talk about animal testing, we must first realize that no harm will be done to any human being whatsoever, because I would much rather have it, whatever this scenario may be, tested on an animal rather than a human being, because that's someone else's mother, father, son, daughter, brother, sister, anything in any scenario. So that way we're saving our own kind, if you will. And we could also even clone the animal itself. And if we are successful in doing that, then that means that we are only cloning, doing the testing on the cloned animal itself. So no damage will be done to the real animal itself. And then we must protect endangered species. And while we'll be protecting endangered species such as like grizzly bears and tigers, maybe if we can make more of them and have them come back to the wild in numbers, if you will, then they won't be endangered and there'll be more to go around with society. Then there is little to no danger of rejecting a transplanted organ. No organ donor will be necessary, and no need to wait for an organ and a possibility die of waiting. So since people will get what they need right away, like for example, let's say if people don't have an arm, for example, hypothetically speaking, let's say if I don't have an arm, okay, alright, if I don't have an arm and I'm left like this, if you will, okay, now I hope you're watching this, Professor. It's gonna be the best magic trick of the century right now, okay, check it out. With cloning, okay, this arm is just going to magically just pop back. Oh, look at that. Look at that. See what cloning can do these days, Professor? It's amazing. Okay, so my arm's back due to cloning. That's fantastic. I hope you like that joke. It was the best magic trick ever. Let's see. It allows for testing for possible cures of existing diseases or disorders. And also, cloning can be used to amplify desired traits. So for example, let's say if you're about to have a child and you want your child to look a certain way, act a different way, you know, whatever way you want is what you get. You know, it's kind of like the Burger King slogan, if you will. You can have it your way, as a parent, that is. And anyways, I hope you're enjoying the sense of humor right now. And right now I'll be moving on to the cons of cloning. Let's see, the cons would be a shorter lifespan due to the age of cells used in the cloning process. So for example, if you look at Dolly, which was the only one of 277 embryos that was successfully given life to, Dolly only lived for what, 13 years, if you will? So that's obviously much shorter than how an average sheep would live. Cloning relies on stem cells extracted from embryos since adult cells are limited, and just a part of extracted stem cells are usable. And to be able to truly cure diseases, millions of eggs will be used, and there isn't a sufficient supply right now. So just because there isn't a sufficient supply of those eggs right now doesn't mean that there won't be in the future. Especially if maybe we could, I don't know, clone women, you know, there'll be more eggs. And there could be more testing to go around. It's a possibility, it's a thought. Who knows what could happen in the future. And also reduces the diversity of nature. So if you make too much of something, it's not as unique as it was before, it's not as special as it was before, it becomes common, it becomes ordinary. So, and there isn't enough diversity to go around because there's so much of the same. Yeah. And anyways, that pretty much concludes my presentation for cloning. I hope you enjoyed it, because like with my sense of humor and with the information given to you, and I truly do hope that you did enjoy viewing this video as much as I have enjoyed making it for you. Thank you so much for your time, Professor, for watching this video, and I'll definitely be seeing you soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.